Hey guys, what's up? It's that one Chicago guy. Today I'm here to talk about the game yesterday, some things I saw, what I liked, what I didn't like, just kind of go over the game, talk about some other news that I've heard from the Bears and some other things. So, yeah, I'm excited and let's get right into it. So if you didn't watch the game yesterday, kind of got spared. It was a pretty ugly game from the get-go, if I'm being real. Offense could not get anything started at, and I mean absolutely nothing started. Nick Foles looked like Trubisky did before, overthrowing guys left and right. The O-line looked like how it did all last year, letting everyone get through. It was just an ugly sight to see. We could not get a run game started for our life. It was just ugly, 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 ugly. The defense was all right. There was some dumb penalties, for damn sure. A few PIs on Fuller. One, I believe if I'm thinking correctly, one was a bit questionable, a questionable call, but the other one was like, really, dude? And it was near the end of the game that put him in the field goal position, so that was kind of just a shot in the foot, that just can't be doing dumb shit like that. It was a revenge game for defensive coordinator Chuck Pagano and Colts tight end Trey Burton, playing their old teams that they used to either coach on in Chuck Pagano's case or play for in Trey Burton's case. Trey Burton didn't do that much at all against us. I think he was only targeted once or twice and didn't have any catches, I believe. The O-line, though, dude. Oh, man, I hope Juan Castillo, our O-line coach, is screaming at those guys, dude. That was a horrid, performance. Absolutely horrible, dude. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Charles Leno needs to go. Like, it's just... He starts off all right, but then it's like, oh man, it's gonna hurt. Nick Foles is trying to get off an accurate pass, and then I know people say, teams normally up with like 4 or 5 minutes left in the game by like 2 or more scores. It's normally what they call, if you don't know, garbage time. They play normally a prevent defense, and it's big yardage plays that they let up. But man, all of a sudden they come driving right back. Like, you couldn't do this the first half of the game. It was just like, oh man. And everyone was dropping stuff. I don't know what's up with Anthony Miller, but he cannot catch anymore. It's like either, like last week in Atlanta, he caught everything. Well, I don't think literally. Well, no, he had that drop touchdown. But like, he'll catch almost anything one week, then the next week he'll be dropping everything. Like yesterday, he was dropping everything. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? And then Allen Robinson, kind of the same thing. Like, he catches most of it, but like against week 2 against the Giants, I think that was James Bradbury, ripped the ball right out of his hands. And last week, he let the guy do it too against Atlanta. And this week, he actually had a really good TD catch. It was over. It was like right over. It was beautiful, man. I always love doing those motions, like the big TD catches. Oh, those are fun to do. But anyways, like, Mooney, dude, looks like a stud so far. He had like a 33-yard reception from Nick Foles, and he went up with it with the defender. It was him and a defender, and he came down with it. It's a really nice catch. I wish I'd get Komet more involved, but from what I've heard and kind of seen, he looks a little, I wouldn't say confused, but a little lost on the field. What I have noticed is he's pretty damn good at blocking, though. He's a pretty good blocking tight end. But the sad thing is, Demetrius Harris, our third-string tight end, has more targets and receptions than he does. I believe he has 1 reception, and that was against the Giants, and that's been his only NFL career catch. He's only been targeted like 2 or 3 more times than that. And they need to find out a way to get him way more involved. Jimmy Graham didn't really get targeted that much, but I still like what I've seen from him. I think so far he's been a great pickup. But like I said, so far. And Jermaine Ifedi, so far, has been a really good pickup, in my opinion. Deshaun Gibson had a good pass breakup that almost resulted in an interception for Roquan Smith. Oh, speaking of interceptions, oh man, Khalil Mack dropped one. It was batted right up in the air. He goes like this, and it just bops right out in between his arms. And I'm just like, oh, that could have helped us big time. But, you know, defense once again did all right, kind of shaky. Their first drive, they let them score a touchdown. But then after that, they held them, but it was quite a bit of field goals that they let up, that they let them in there. But at the same time, offense has got to be scoring. You know, they get a touchdown, you got to answer right back with a touchdown. Honestly, should have got a touchdown in the opening drive, and then they should have answered back to us with a touchdown, just kept it going back and forth. But, you know, what can you do? The one thing that's going to have to really fix up is the O-line. We're playing, I want to say it's the 9th best defense. Now, I get the Colts are, I believe, the best ranked defense in the league. But the Buccaneers aren't too shabby. Their defense is pretty damn good, too. We're going to have to really tighten up if we want to compete with the Buccaneers big time. Which I believe we can. And I was supposed to be going to that game with 2 of my friends. And thanks, Lori Lightfoot, no one can go to the stands. But anyways, that's besides the point. So if we want to keep up with the Buccaneers, we are gonna have to, and I mean have to, be able to A, stop them, and B, we're gonna have to score. And even if we get a field goal, now I'm not saying, you know, get field goals the whole game and you're gonna win. You're gonna have to get a few touchdowns, like 3 or 4 at very minimum. But you know, if you get a few touchdowns, like if you get a touchdown, you know, you drive down there 2 or 3 times, you can field goals, and you get another touchdown, you go down there once more, kick a field goal, you can drive down once more, you get a touchdown. You're putting up points every single time you're going down, so you're doing something right. You just gotta hold them at that point, which, with a lot of their OJ Howard gone, who's that one? Chris Godwin. I can't remember if he was back this past week when they played the Chargers or not. But if he's gone, we almost have no excuse to not win this game. But, you know, it's going to be interesting to see. But, yeah, I'm going to be excited to hear your guys' thoughts down below. So, put what you guys have to think. Put a score prediction for Buccaneers versus Bears this week. I want to see what you guys think. I think Bears can pull it off. I'm going to say 24-21 Bears. But to me, it's going to be a really close game. But I'm excited to see what you guys have to say. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.